For months, the Travis County District Attorney has boasted a violent crime conviction rate of 91%, claiming his office is making Austin and surrounding towns safer.
But after looking through the raw data behind that claim, KXAN investigator Avery Travis and investigative producer Dalton Huey found the math behind his office's conviction rate has some experts questioning the method.
I've never seen that before, and it's not how I would do it.
This week on Inside the Investigations, we talk about how the district attorney is reacting to our reporting and why touting conviction rates may become a thing of the past.
And a good morning to everybody out there watching us on KXAN Live. I'm Will Dupree coming to you from the KXAN Live studio, here as always with investigative reporter Kelly Wiley. Kelly, thank you for being here too.
I'm excited. This is a good one to get us into the Thanksgiving break.
You know, we are doing our episode of Inside the Investigations a day early because of the holiday. A lot of us are going to be taking time off, but we wanted to come on and have a conversation about this investigation that just went live this morning, and it is already trending on our website. The headline right here reads, "We are attorneys, not statisticians. Travis County DA reviewing conviction data after KXAN reporting." And Kelly, I want you to introduce our guest today because this is the team that put this story together.
Yeah, this week we are joined by investigative reporter Avery Travis and investigative producer Dalton Huey. Hello. How are you guys?
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
We're so excited to talk about this because I always say when we're on this show, this is an opportunity to peek behind the curtain. And this story in particular, it doesn't feel like our traditional 3 months in the waiting. This is something I feel like you guys have been talking about for, I feel like a year. I feel like you guys have been talking about really taking a closer look at the data behind convictions, behind the cases that we're seeing come through the courthouse. But let's get right into it. Back in May, you and Dalton investigated what appeared to be the Travis County District Attorney choosing not to prosecute as many cases as his predecessors had. In your report, the DA said it was because they were increasingly considering mental health of defendants, but also said there were, in some cases, a lack of evidence to move forward. But in reporting on that, the district attorney shared with you guys this confusing figure, which kind of set you guys off on this journey of this story, right?
Yeah, when we were looking at really specifically looking at dismissal data, and like you said, Kelly, this was back in May and really in the weeks leading up to that story, we sat down with the district attorney as we do and asked him, you know, for context around the numbers. We never want to just report a number. We want to know the full picture. And something the district attorney, in addition to all the factors that you just laid out, Kelly, something else that he told us during that interview was he really wanted us to consider not just the amount of cases that were being dismissed or rejected, but also the amount of cases that his office was obtaining convictions in. He was really focused on the fact that his office felt that they were closing a gap of cases that were left open. You know, they were really trying to either dismiss the cases that they felt were not prosecutable and then obtain convictions in the cases they felt that they could obtain that justice in. And so that is when he started giving us some statistics around that second set of data that we had not requested, that conviction data. One of those being the 91% conviction rate that he gave us for cases of violent, sexual, and weapons-related offenses. You know, oftentimes we will report on data here at KXAN, but always behind the scenes, us on the investigative team are wanting to know more about a number. And so that started us down the path of wanting to know, hey, what's the raw data behind that 91% statistic?
So Avery, you looked into what exactly went into that number and what did you find out in your reporting?
You know, it's something that we talk about on the team a lot. Dalton knows maybe better than anybody working with our statistics and with data that data isn't ever as simple as it seems. What we were really hoping to ask for from the DA is what went into that percentage. I'll take you back to maybe elementary math, but you know, what was in that denominator of a fraction and what was in the numerator? What were some of the variables that went into calculating that rate? What we discovered in the process was it isn't as simple as, cases coming in and cases coming out. You have to consider potentially what year the case was received. You might have to consider what they consider a conviction. Are they counting plea agreements and verdicts at trial? Are they just counting one or the other? So we started down that path, and it was quite a bit of back and forth with the district attorney to parse out, what's going into that statistic. As we learned, and as you'll see in the story, we found the answers to that question really differ nationwide. And so it took a bit for us to figure out what we were really looking at with that 91%.
Now, doing math on television is always a fun challenge for us in the news business. And what's really great is that you all had this graphic in your story that will air later this evening that really broke down the math that you were able to do and share it easily with people. So I want to play that, and then we'll continue the conversation on the other side.
In 2022, the DA's office received and ultimately closed 2,165 cases of violent sexual or weapons-related offenses. They compared that to all violent crime convictions obtained that year, regardless of the year it received each case. A calculation that does come out to 91%, but also includes around 1,500 convictions for cases received before 2022. We spoke with a national criminology expert who says when calculating a conviction rate, it's important to measure the outcome of the same batch of cases over time. So taking the total number of cases received in a year and seeing how many of those resulted in a conviction. For example, remember the 2,165 cases received in 2022 and ultimately closed? 755 of those cases were closed by conviction, a conviction rate of 35%.
Okay, again, math, not fun for TV, but I'm always the test dummy in our newsroom for does this make sense? Because I'm definitely not the math person, but watching that, I think what I took away is basically if you're getting a rate, specifically a conviction rate, the numerator, that top number, needs to be a part of the denominator, according to Kelly, the math teacher. That's right.
Right. Well, so, and we've spoke with criminologist Alex Piquero. He's a professor at the University of Miami, and he's the former director of the Bureau of Justice Statistics. And he agreed that in the most simple sense, when you're calculating a rate, a percentage, whatever it may be, those two numbers have got to represent each other. And that's really what that graphic is illustrating.
And that's essentially what you guys found is while you can understand how he got the number that he got after all that back and forth, essentially it's just not what people would typically maybe expect or what the experts are saying they're expecting when they're hearing the word conviction rate. When there comes to conviction rate, you're hoping that that top number is representative of the bottom number. You're pulling it out of the same batch of cases. But a lot of the conversations we had in the newsroom were around basic math infractions, but you also wanted to make sure you understood the industry standard. How are other district attorneys' offices handling this same figure, right?
Yeah, Kelly, candidly, I think you hit the nail on the head there. It's tough to say what even is an industry standard. What we found was because there are so many variables that could go into that fraction. And I think what you see in that graphic is that really the key issue with calculating a conviction rate by year is that these cases often don't open and close within a year. We know many of these cases, especially the most serious felony violent cases, weapons-related cases, they do take more time, often taking an average of 2 years or even longer. So it makes the math difficult, right? How can we summarize what's happening in a year? And that's why those experts say you've got to consider what's going into the fraction and what's coming out on the other side. But as I mentioned, there is no industry standard. In fact, we talked to the National Association of Prosecuting Attorneys, and they encourage their members not to use rates like these, especially yearly rates, as a measure of success. They say there's just so much more that's expected of a prosecutor when they're trying to seek justice as the ultimate goal, and diluting it down to a statistic, especially this one that's so complicated, is just not a good way to measure the success of an office.
They're almost saying it's not really doing you any favors trying to calculate this number.
Well, and that is also why, it is so hard to compare, district to district or, state to state when it comes to conviction rates, just because there is no standard way that any one office or one administration does it. And this is something that Picaro tried to address during his time at BJS, just to have a national standard, but there's still some work to go there.
So your reporting brought these questions to the Travis County District Attorney himself, and you talked to him, but where does this stand now? Is he still touting this number at all?
So currently on his campaign website, he is not. In the course of our investigation, we were monitoring, websites, social media, just pulling information, and we noticed that the 91% conviction rate had been removed from his campaign website.
So after our initial conversation, parsing through the data, we went back to the DA and had a chance to ask him about that change in messaging on his campaign website. And he told us that his office is now reviewing it. And in an effort to be transparent to the public, they've taken that statistic down. But they say after our reporting, they're looking at the best way to present the data. He says what he really wants the public to understand is the raw numbers that his office is obtaining convictions and how many convictions they obtained in 2022. We continue to point out that the years those cases were received do matter in that formula, as you saw in the graphic. And he says his office is really evaluating maybe the best way to present that information differently. What that looks like, they are still evaluating. And so we'll, of course, continue to report on it and continue to check in with his office for updates.
You guys, this is just such great reporting. And just to brag on them, the back and forth that they've been doing, one is just so thorough. They were so thorough to make sure that they were being fair and representative of what was actually happening within this story. Like we mentioned, this story originally aired as not something completely different, but it was on a different subject. And, it would have been easy to kind of say, okay, I set that down, but they really zeroed in on making sure the number that they were giving is clear to you all and clear to our viewers for what that actually means. And just really excellent reporting. You can see change has come from it, just from them saying, we'll take a closer look at this and see how we can present this data clearer. And so I think just kudos to you guys for working so hard on this.
Kelly, thanks for saying that. And a big shout out, I always like to toss it back to Kelly and Will and myself appear on TV quite frequently, but behind the scenes all the time, the rest of our team, including Dalton here, are looking at numbers like that and thinking critically about them and saying, hey, how can we dive deeper into the, this percentage that we put on TV and put in a story. And that's really what makes these investigations special, is it is a full team effort. So thanks to you guys for letting us give a peek behind the curtain to all the hours spent in Excel, mostly on Dalton's end, but on both of our end.
Shout out to pivot tables and Excel. We love it. Well, thanks guys for joining us. And just as a reminder for people watching, if this is something that you enjoy listening to and you enjoy reading our stories, our investigative team has our tip meeting tomorrow. So send us some tips in to report it. You can email them directly to our reporters here. You can send it to Report It. We have an Investigates email. So we would love to read anything that you want us to look closer into.
All right, Avery Travis, Dalton Huey, thank you again for being here. We really appreciate it and continuing the conversation. And we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. You all can read their story right now on our website. This is the headline right here. It is trending right now on KXAN.com. So more details, if you want to read the full thing, is available right there at KXAN.com and on the KXAN News app. Kelly, thank you for joining us as well and for helping lead that conversation. We always appreciate it. So hope you have a great rest of the day and enjoy your holiday too.
Same. This year, I'm thankful for investigative reporting and all the great stuff that's coming out of our team. Thank you so much for having me, and I guess I'll see you after Turkey Day.
Yes, once we're full and happy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, everybody. Thank you all again for joining us in our live stream. That is Kelly Wiley. I'm Will Dupree. We will see you back here at another time. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day and your holiday. Take care, everybody.